Okay, so here's a couple little things that you can do at home. And I'm going to show you how to make some really simple airplanes. I'm sure some of you probably made them before, nothing advanced. But then I want you to see how you can adjust the flights by just turning the paper a little bit. Because what that does is changes the direction of the airflow. And you can see how that works out. Here's the basic paper airplane that everybody learned, or most people learn how to do when they're little kids. You take a full sheet of paper, fold it in half long ways. The best way to do it is kind of line up your corners and make sure that it's really straight. And then just run a crease down the middle. You can put your finger and run the crease. After that, open the page back up. Go to a corner, fold it down, and just keep it along the straight line that's in the center of your paper so that the top up there lines up with the bottom and it runs straight on the line. Give that a crease. Take the other side, fold it right up against that one. And I'm doing this quick, so if my creases aren't perfect, you'll just have to forgive me. But now there's a start to the paper. The next thing you're going to do is fold it in half again. And when you do that, you're going to fold this line to follow right down the crease of your paper. It's down the middle. And then give that another crease. And then do the same thing to the other side. And fold it over on the crease. After you've got this shape where you folded it over twice, then go ahead and fold the plane back over in half. Now this step right here, there's a few options. So if you want to make more than one airplane, you can. You can fold the wings way down, like down towards the bottom, and it'll have a wider wing. I'm going to go ahead and just fold this really evenly so that the edge of the wing folds along the line at the bottom of the airplane. This will actually make a plane that'll travel pretty fast, straight. But it's not a great little glider. You'll have to throw it kind of harder. But I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And when I'm done and I open it up, I have probably a standard airplane that many of you have seen somebody make. And when you throw it, you can throw it pretty fast and it'll stay in the air for a little while and then drop back down. Here are the things that I want you to do with this paper airplane to make adjustments. You can go to this back wing back here, and you can either just fold it up. You can fold one side up and one side down and see how that changes the flight. You can fold both sides up and see how it changes the flight. You can do another little thing that I would say would be tabs. And to make sure that they're even, I would straighten my wings back up. And you can put like two little tears in the top of the paper. And then when you fold it back out, you in essence now have those little wings that we talked about called ailerons. And if I fold these little tabs up just a little bit, and you think, well, that's not much, just a little piece of paper. That little bit can absolutely dramatically change the flight of your airplane. So there's one adjustment you can make. Another thing you can do, you could hook some paper clips up to the front of the plane to change the weight. Sometimes you might even like tape a dime or a penny or something inside the crease where it would fit to see how that would change. And again, when I said you could fold the wings different, when I had them out straight, if I folded that line and I bent it way down lower instead of evening it up, you'll find that as long as I line up these two sides where my wings even out, when I open it up, my wings are a whole lot wider than they were before. And I would start with a fresh sheet of paper so I don't have the extra creases. But that's one airplane that you can do. I know it just maybe seems like a kid's thing. Elementary school boys go around making airplanes in class and throwing them around to see if the teacher doesn't fuss at them or get in trouble. But there's a lot of science that goes into a little airplane if you experiment with it and make little adjustments and see how it flies.